What is up, everybody? My name is Free. Welcome back to a brand new episode of Redstone Craft. Now, you might have noticed that I still have the Christmas hat on. That's because it's still Christmas Day. And the reason why I'm recording this, it's currently on at night on Christmas Day. And the reason for my recording this in the same day as last episode is because I need to mine out this entire island. There's no ways about it. I just need to mine it out. I need to mine it all the way to sea level, and then I need to terraform it a little bit. Not much, but just a little bit. And I do need to replace all of my ceiling with grass. So that's going to take for freaking ever, which means we have to start now, or I'm not going to be done anytime soon. So, with that out of the way, prepare yourselves for a terraforming episode with some cool music and a very, very, very tired grandman at the end of it. Here we go. Okay guys, so updates. You can see that I have the Lightmatica mod loaded, and you can also see that this is empty, and that I've pulled the beacons down. And the reason for that is I took down the mountains. You guys saw me take down one of the mountains. There were about 5 or 6 big ones. But as you can see, this is flattened out. I didn't want to, you guys, like, it was already almost an hour of time lapse. I think it was enough time lapse, to be honest. Obviously, the time lapse itself isn't an hour, but the raw is. But anyway, we're now done, and now we're gonna move on to part 2, which is to grassify all of this area. Now, in order for us to do this effectively, there are a couple things we're gonna do. First, I'm gonna spread grass through these big patches of dirt, so it can spread before the mycelium gets to it. And secondly, I'm going to do the borders. So everything that's like the border of the island, I'm going to replace by grass first, and then we're going to work our way inland and see how well it's going to take us, whatever it takes us. But yeah, we're going to get to that. You guys are going to have another time lapse. And that's actually why I have the Lightmatica mod, because if I fly up, you can see that there's like that you can ignore, but you can see, like, for example, here there's a part that's covered. You can ignore like these things right here. But anyway, you can see, like, although most of the shore is like the shoreline, there's a few places where I sort of rounded it out. Especially back here, since I actually connected the 2 islands. So yeah, I decided might as well bring in the Lightmatica mod just so I know where to put it. And there's actually something else that I didn't pay attention to, but that I want to pay attention to now. And that is the borders of the biome. So if I click on F3, you can see that right now my biome is mushroom field shore. But if I go to the side, it's ocean. And you might notice that these blocks are actually mined. And the reason for it is actually quite simple. Mobs aren't born anywhere on Mushroom Island. So whether it's mushroom fields, mushroom hills, I think right here we're gonna have hills, right? Maybe not. I know there's more than one biome for Mushroom Islands, but Mushroom Shore, whatever, as long as it's not ocean, mobs won't spawn. And I just need to make sure that all the land is inside the Mushroom Islands, because what happens when you have a single spawning spot when you have an entire area where they can't spawn is that spawning spot's going to be multiplied. And I was having like 5 mobs over here, like literally spawning on this block, and it was sort of being, or wasn't that good of a thing, let's put it that way. The creepers were annoying, the skeletons were annoying, so you know, gotta make sure this is all mob proof. Thankfully that's all the mob proofing we actually need, because you know they don't spawn anywhere else. But yeah. With that, let me actually remove F3 because you can't see my face. With that, guys, we're going to pop into the second time lapse of the day, and I'm going to put all this into grass. Let's get this party rolling. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're back, and you can see that I have two shulkers behind me, and the reason for that is I actually found the Wandering Trader while I was finishing this up, and I managed to trade a bunch of new blocks, and yep, and some more hermit heads as well. So that's all done, and that's the two shulker boxes, and now we're gonna do what we have to do really quick. Sorry, trader. Oh, and we can also do this to the llamas, because they also drop heads. I thought the llamas attacked you. Oh, they do. Or maybe they just drop leather this time. Okay. Well, anyway, with that done, we're actually done with the island terraforming. It took almost 2 days. It's currently like 2 p.m. in Boston. I did actually sleep tonight though, so yeah. And you can see that the grass is still spreading slowly. You know, I used a lot of dirt, so I assume it's gonna take a while to spread, but that's fine. It's gonna spread while we're doing other stuff. You might also notice that I left this lake here. I think it's nice to have a water feature in the base. Yeah, I just left it right here. I reformed it a little bit to look better, but yeah. The island is done. It's all inside Mushroom Island's biome. I'm gonna give you guys a tip if you guys are like looking for a specific biome. What you do is you come over here and options, video settings, details, and biome blend. And now normally it's at 5x5, but if you turn it off, it becomes really obvious where each biome ends. And especially in stuff like grass and water, you really notice it. So, you know, that's my advice to you. The grass in the ocean biome is really dark, while in the mushroom biomes it's really light. So yeah, that's how I did it, and there were only like a handful of blocks in the ocean. But it's done now. The two islands are now connected to make one gigantic island, and now it's high time for us to get building here. But sadly though, ladies and gentlemen, that is all I've got time for today. If you enjoyed this episode, and I know it was a bit time-lapse heavy because there was a lot of terraforming, but if you did enjoy the episode, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. And that's it for today, folks. I'm out.